We usually picture apex predators as confident, dominant forces, but the creature known as the beholder exists in a state of permanent insomnia and hypervigilance. This diagram shows the creature's internal anatomy, isolating a brain split into two distinct structures known as Dwemer lobes. These separate conscious entities share a body, hiding information from one another. They fire competing signals, creating a continuous internal feedback loop of anxiety. This biological civil war projects outward. The creature registers every living organism and every slight shift in its environment as an existential threat. This internal deadlock restricts the beholder to a state of defensive paralysis. It possesses the capacity to reshape physical laws, yet it remains anchored to the dark, too consumed by its own internal civil war to ever act beyond its immediate perimeter. That pathological need for isolation dictates how the creature engineers its environment. This topographical cutaway highlights deep vertical drop-offs and a complete absence of horizontal stairs, carved through rapid cellular decay. To navigate, specialized skull cavities generate a lighter-than-air gas called titium, expanding and contracting to regulate lift and vertical movement. By combining biological levitation with sheer vertical architecture, the environment becomes an engineered fortress. It is inaccessible to any organism relying on gravity and limbs. The lair is a physical manifestation of the creature's systematic exclusion of the outside world. The beholder's interaction with intruders begins with its massive central eye. This organ functions as a defensive boundary rather than an offensive weapon. This volumetric map illustrates the eye's primary effect, a 150-foot continuous projection. External energy flatlines upon crossing this threshold. The field is so comprehensive it disables the creature's own artillery. If smaller eye-stalks fire into the cone, their beams dissolve hitting the boundary. This forced dead zone strips intruders of their technological and arcane advantages, leaving them to face the creature's massive, hinged jaw of tearing teeth. By creating a localized vacuum of power, the central eye ensures every encounter is a biological confrontation the creature is specifically designed to win. The creature's 10 smaller eye stalks only become active when the central eye is closed or aimed away from a target. This microscopic cross-section reveals near-invisible strands of nervous tissue called evocularies. They transmit raw energy directly from the Dwemer lobes into the retinas. Up to 12 internal lenses sit within each eye. They rotate independently, taking that pulsing energy and focusing it into a concentrated anomaly. The physical effects are instantaneous. One focused beam causes rapid calcification of living flesh into silent stone. Other lenses reverse gravity within a localized pocket, or disintegrate solid matter into dry ash. These eye stalks are highly specialized biological tools, capable of overwriting the physical reality of any perceived threat. The terminal stage of the beholder's paranoia is embedded in its reproductive cycle. These creatures do not mate. Their minds hold such uncontrollable potential that their subconscious anxieties physically warp the space around them. When a beholder sleeps, it is trapped in a sweating, anxious nightmare, obsessed with its own perceived biological perfection. The violent culmination of this nightmare occurs when a fully grown clone bleeds into physical reality from the far realm, spawned by the parent's dream. The creature's reality-altering mind turns every internal fear into a physical manifestation. It is a biological cycle where a parent's nightmare results in a hostile, tangible spawn. The result is two hyper-lethal entities occupying the exact same physical space. Because each beholder is hardwired to believe it is the singular pinnacle of biological perfection, it instantly registers the newly spawned clone as a deformed abomination. Both creatures react instantly. They unleash their physics-altering artillery on one another, filling the confined cavern with disintegrating light and petrifying energy. This cycle of self-cloning and mutual destruction is the inescapable destiny and sole legacy of the species. The beholder is a cosmic tragedy, an apex predator so specialized for destruction that its only remaining enemy is its own reflection.